everybody is enjoying their fall weather. Happy fall. It's an update for September. Did some more work on the airport and some lighting, and I thought I'd show you what I've done. Of course, we've got the GM&O coming through with the old red maroon, coming from Normal through Towanda, passing the coal unit train. Mainly did some work over here. I took and corrected my circuit boards for my traffic lights, and you can see these are the circuit boards down here that I have for each set of traffic lights. I took these little containers that I got out at Hobby Lobby, and I put the lids behind them and mounted them, put all the wires in, and then I can just take the container itself and I can just lock it in and it'll protect the circuit board. So I've done that on 3 of them now. The airport, have more work done on it. As you can see, I now have the original Ozark DC3 that was in there for years. Now there, and the airport. I put some landscaping between the runway and the taxiway. Put some grass down. Came out pretty good. My tarmac goes all the way down to here with the fire station. I put in some more floodlights at the FedEx, at the fire station, down here at the terminal, and put some here over here. I now have the State Farm corporate jet, as you can see there, which they have 4 of them out there now. And this is the original terminal. There's the unfinished control tower. And now I have some traffic lights over here on the corner of Route 9, Empire Street, and Towanda Barnes Road. You can see that. And you can see my runway is done, and I've added the approach lights. And I put the grass and the gravel and the fencing. And over here, I have some gravel, I have some regular earth, dirt, and I've bought the Blueford Shop cornfields that I'm going to be putting in. So I'm going to have those. So these are the approach lights. They do have a sequence. There's the green lights that tell the beginning of the runway, and then there's red ones at the end, which we'll show you when we light everything up. These are called poppy lights. They're approach lights. There's two red, 2 white. Actually, they're both red and white. But if you're coming in at the proper, I researched this. If you're coming in at the proper degree of approach, there'll be 2 red and 2 white. If you're too high, they'll be white, I think. If you're too low, they'll all be red. So back when you don't have a fully automated terminal or runway, they often use poppy lights. So, and I've also seen I put the gravel on the side of the roads all the way through, all the way down to Towanda Barnes. And now it meets down here with the rest of it. I'll be putting some grass in here all the way through there. That's on the next project. So let's go look at some lighting. I was going to show you how some of the here's my helper. This is my helper. She really knows how to help me with things. You know, she's a gopher. No, she's a cat. To get the lights to sequence, the chase lights, I used this from Baccatronics. This is the 10 LED board, and what I did was I cut the red LEDs off and left the legs on there, and then I soldered the wires so I could remotely have all the lighting on the towers. And I used Woodland Scenic's chain link fence, which worked out really well. There's the containers that I got at Hobby Lobby for the smaller circuit boards and the larger circuit boards. And I've been doing some soldering And I've been using the solderless process here, where you have, it's sort of the heat shrink and the solder all in one. It's got a low temperature solder in the middle. You put your wires in there, and then you heat it up with a lighter, and voila, no soldering gun needed. You can see down here, this is the board, and I ran all 20 wires to, which is 10 sets, 10 pairs, over to my terminal strips, which I got from my son Redbird Tony. And then they come up here. I use the Woodland Scenics. Yeah, it looks like a mess, I know. I know where everything's at though. And everything comes up to the towers. The yellow ones on the right and left, they stay on all the time, and the ones down the center sequence from that board. So let me show you some there, and let's turn the lights on. See the overview of the town, lit up at night. I also saw on YouTube where this one fellow took, he had these little speakers and these little amplifiers, and you can get free sound bites online from these two websites, which I have to research and get, and little flash, little iPods or whatever you want to use, and you can have audio on your train sets. So over here I'm going to have a couple speakers for the airport, a couple over here we're going to have for the city sounds, and I can mix them since I have a little recording studio upstairs. I'll use various city sounds and I'll mix them together through my mixer onto a recording, and I put them on an iPod or a recording device, and we can play them down here. So that's on there. Now we'll turn all the lights on here. Everything comes on. The whole airport is lit now, and I have my approach lights. They're kind of neat. So the yellow ones stay on, the red at the end, the green at the beginning, the poppy lights, all the blue and white lights, and of course the center flashing lights, which are on a chaser board. So each one of those pairs of terminals goes to one of those lights, and there's 10 lights on 10. I made actually there's 12 stands. You can see the 3 in the middle, according to airport regulations. That has to be your 300-foot line or 300-yard line from your green lights. So I made those in the 5th one, just approximately. You see I've got a set of traffic lights down here now, and I've got one of them, and you notice I'm missing one light because it's going to go on the other side, but one light, I've got 2 overhead lights for the east-west, which is Route 9, and the Twana Barnes I just have a light on the pole, and I have an overhead light to light up the intersection, and I've got another one coming. So kind of looks cool. So that's what I've been up to, trying to finish this up, put more traffic intersections, traffic lights at the intersections, and GM&O is still rolling along over there. I wanted to show you what I was doing. Like I said, I got the circuit boards from Backatronics. I got some of the traffic light boards I got from We Honest, which is the place I was telling you before. They made them in China, but Rowland Heights, California, the guy has a shop there, and he sells them directly from there. So sometimes they come from China, sometimes they come from his shop. But their product is really good. All the floodlights, all the highway lights, the circuit boards for the traffic lights themselves, they all come from there. He's a really good guy. He has a lot of product, and they're very sharp, and they're very inexpensive. And they work well, as you can see. So I have a little bit of animation with traffic lights and the radio tower and the local running and the airport. So I just wanted to show what I was doing, and I hope everybody has a great day. Talk to you later.